It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cardinals and the 49ers on Monday night.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin, as always, joined by my good friend Charles Davis. As CD, you look at the Niners in this matchup, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the third overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing first play is Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000. From the 38, Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Niners at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
On first down, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
First down, Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got some...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do...
Better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Williams. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Murray now. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 14 carries, 57 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
From the 45 on second down, Lance. And that'll be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McCloud. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First down, here's Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second and a yard, Lance. He's got the hook up to McCloud. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You always worry about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll run with Mitchell. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Once more with Mitchell.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on it and score a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, the option to give to Williams here.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
And they run the option on second down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers.
On first and 10, here's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
To throw, it's Lance.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marquise Brown, 89 yards. And the Cards are once again back in front. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lance going to keep it on the option.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here we go with Williams. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
Trey Lance.
61 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Mitchell. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
The Lance going to throw.
Caught on the slant.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gould is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Screen play set up for Williams.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Green brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.